No, too much.
One of her children. So she washed her sweet potato. Says, oh, this tastes so good.
Okay, give her one.
And then, oh, boy, monkey.
Are you eating? Here is just sweet potato. Yeah.
Okay.
只有他配的那个的，我们现在都是刮起来。Okay, here. Let's make the sweet
All of a
potato.
sudden, everybody's quiet because there's a big storm in the sky. Everybody's looking.
Storm?
All of a sudden, on this island, which had about 300 monkeys, actually, the 100th monkey started to wash hers. And she started to wash it, and the scientist said, look, there's 100. One, 2, 3, 4, and they counted to 100 about. And said, oh my goodness. Because then everybody on this island, I'm a monkey now, everybody started washing their, all 300 monkeys on this island started washing their sweet potato. And at the same time, all the 300 monkeys on all the other islands started washing their sweet potatoes. All at the same
We
time.
have to dig first.
And all of a sudden it says, wow. That is very interesting. How did that happen? Okay, go back to your little spots. You're an absolute I don't know how that works, but a lot of people believe it does work. You know?
Yeah, that's
A lot of people are trying to meditate. Like there's a lot of nuns and monks of different faiths who don't go out in the world and do good works necessarily. They just sit and they meditate. The Catholic Church is one of them. There's nuns that just meditate and never leave. They're confined. They go
to keep ourselves warm too.
good. Anyway, so
Because I do it all the time.
so in some religions, many, I just know for sure the Catholic religion, some of them really believe that just through prayer and through meditation, that their prayers and meditation affect all the people around them and the world. So, I mean, and other people say, no, you have to go out and do good work. Some people say, I can just sit and meditate. Buddhists do both, and a lot of people do both. But, so there are people that really believe that just the power of prayer, the power of thought can affect, the rest of the world, maybe other planets. I don't really know how far it would go. But anyway, so I'm going to read a story because Miss Echo wanted me to read a story. I like to tell stories. So this was because what we're going to do after I read this story. Okay. It's a quick story. It goes quicker when you're quiet. This is about kindness. And it says, kindness begins at home. Not so long ago in a village near a lake, there lived a mother and her son. The son had a big temper and was very cruel to his mother. The mother was very poor and eked out a meager living making candles and selling them in the market. Some day she would come home late from work to find the boy sulking on the doorsteps. What kind of mother are you, he would yell. I have been home from school for a long time. There's my supper. And then he would even hit her. He was kind of a mean little boy. And I knew a little boy like this once before when I was teaching in a mountain town. And he was very mean to his mother. He'd gotten it from his father, who was mean to the mother too, who did leave. One day the boy passed by a temple and heard the name Kuan Yin being recited. Who's Kuan Yin? He said. Who's Kuan Yin? He said. An old crippled man hobbled by and heard him and told him, with her 1,000 eyes and 1,000 hands, she helps people with their troubles. The name Kuan Yin somehow touched the boy's heart. Maybe because people recite the name Kuan Yin so much. Maybe it bubbled up in his heart. The old cripple, pointed his staff at an island in the sea. There on the island is Potala Mountain. It is the home of Kuan Yin. I'm traveling there tomorrow. You may go with me. The boy hurried home to ask his mother if he could go. It's interesting he would even ask his mother. So these stories are incomplete for me. Early the next morning, the old cripple and young boy crossed the lake on a ferry boat. Oh, the air was chilly and the ride was long. Just don't put too much into it. As soon as they arrived, the old man pointed his cane to a trail and said, "The trail leads to the mountain where Kuan Yin is." The boy looked up ahead and then turned around to wait for the old man. But the old man had disappeared. He was nowhere to be found. Left alone, the young boy set out to find Kuan Yin. He followed the trail to the forest and over the mountain, but could not find her anywhere. He sat down under a pine tree. So much walking had tired him. Peeking through the branches of the tree, he watched the birds glide in the sky, black against the heavens. How silently they fly, he said, and he fell asleep. While sleeping, he dreamed that the old man came to him and said, "If you want to see Kuan Yin, return home. She's waiting for you. She'll be wearing one shoe backwards, and her robe will be inside out." The boy suddenly woke up and felt a great longing to go home. He caught the ferry and returned to his village. Reaching his home in the middle of the night, he knocked loudly on the door. His mother awakened with fright. She was afraid and called out, "Is it my son who returns? Is he angry with me?" Rushing to the door, she quickly put one shoe on backwards and threw her robe on inside out, and then she flung open the door. When the boy saw his mother, he bowed and said, "Kuan Yin, you have been here all along. I had no idea." His mother was stunned, shocked. "Son, it's me, your mother. Why are you bowing to me now when only yesterday you were hitting me?" The boy told his mother the story about Kuan Yin. "So you see, when I saw you with your shoe on backwards and your robe on inside out, I realized that you were really Kuan Yin." He laughed, and the old cripple was also Kuan Yin. He's a very smart boy, isn't he? Teaching me to not seek far away for what is in front of me. From that time on, the son was kind to his mother and to everyone. He and his mother worshipped Kuan Yin every day and visited Potala Mountain every year to pay their respects. I wonder if they just visited the mountain or they actually saw Kuan Yin. When the boy grew up, he became an official and was respected by everyone. I couldn't find any story in here which dealt with how contagious an act can be, like when we were cleaning the sweet potatoes. But I really wanted to do that on the islands with kindness, because although this boy probably became kind and changed because of the kindness of Kuan Yin or the Bodhisattva that he encountered, or the thoughts that were on that mountain that maybe permeated his being when he went to the mountain. I don't know, because we can only guess and have our own opinions about stories a lot of times, and they can all be right. They can all be, it's your opinion.